Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we'll be looking at the general outlook of altcoins right now. I did do a video something like this a few days ago, but I think considering the circumstances and the environment, we'll be doing these more frequently. Um, there's a lot more coins to look at now because if all the altcoins are pumping, it's going to be hard to keep track of them all. Doing a general video like this will help me out in terms of getting a better sense of the altcoin market and to give you guys that sense too. Naturally, we'll still be covering the coins that I already cover, and hopefully some more. If you guys have any requests, let me know in the comments down below. But here in this video, we'll be looking at dominance chart. We'll be looking at certain altcoins. We'll be looking at as well total 2, which is the total cryptocurrency market cap excluding Bitcoin. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below, as well as consider subscribing. The last few days for altcoins have been very, very good. Ethereum leading the market. Um, when we take a measured move from the bottom wick to the top wick, Ethereum's at 54% against Bitcoin. To where it is right now, it's up 42%. Chainlink's up 5.5% for the day. Again, we see a first green weekly candle in a long time. It's been 7 weekly candles in a row of red. And here we are, we start seeing price curling up, something that we definitely want to see, but something we also have seen before. We've seen it multiple times of attempts to reverse. You can say this whole candles here was attempts of doing that. You see it here. You see it here as well. Uh, it's something we've seen in the past, and time will tell if this is a little different. Uniswap is another. It is also up today, up 7.5%, clearing the local top at 18,000 sats here that we made on the 31st, and we see a more clear reversal happening here. But do not forget, we've seen this before. You'll be hearing me say that a lot. The pessimist in me will see previous attempts of this, and it's fairly difficult to determine when you're in it to say if it is or isn't a reversal. We saw this happen. We saw Uniswap go up quite significantly from wick to wick. It went up 124% against Bitcoin, and that wasn't enough for a reversal to happen. Mind you, I do own some of the coins. I own Chainlink, I own Ethereum, I own a lot of Ethereum, and I own Uniswap. I'm not buying Uniswap anymore, even at these prices. I stopped buying around November, December, more so November. I accumulated what I wanted down this stretch here roughly. I did not buy up here. I started accumulating down here, and I got the position that I was happy with, and that and reflected, honestly with my portfolio. I'm happy to ride that for the entire duration of the market cycle. Um, I will not be selling anytime soon for this particular coin, but I do want to keep track of it because it is in my portfolio, and because I think it will do well in this upcoming bull run if we are in one. Basic attention tokens up 5% for the day. Yesterday I made a video about this where I said that I opened up a new position, and here we see a bottom set in on January 3rd, yesterday, and sorry, on Sunday. And time will tell. I did mention that it has a chance to go down further, and I was prepared to accumulate more if it does. But if it comes back into this trading channel, then the position that I have is the position that I have, and I'll let that ride. Cardano, another of a stellar project that's doing fairly well, and is one of the few coins that is keeping up with Ethereum. And this is something that we want to see. With against Bitcoin, it's showing similar returns from wick to wick, up 50%. Ethereum was up like 52%. Against to the price, it's about 44, 45. With Ethereum, against Ethereum, we see it trending up as well for the past 2 days. And this is something, if you hold Cardano, you want to see, especially if you're holding it as a hedge uh, against Ethereum. You want Cardano to at least outpace Ethereum, or why hold it? Same thing with Bitcoin. But uh, you'd want to see this. You'd want to see a reversal happen, especially in this case, due to the oscillating nature of this of this pairing. You notice that the tops are consistently here. You see three clear tops, and and uh, and you see a bottom set in. So this is something you definitely want to see. We're far away from the top, but you're making headway if you hold this coin. Anyway, let's go back to the dominance chart, and we'll first flip it to the monthly. So for the monthly, we had a clear set of a line that you see here. I mean, you can already kind of see it playing out. We hit this general resistance area here. I said that we would have to hold it. If we didn't, then there's not much stopping it from going to 90%, albeit it's very hard for me to imagine a 90% dominant Bitcoin against the entire altcoin market. Um, but here we are. We're down 2.21 percentage points for the month from the candle body, and it's looking good. And just take into consideration, this is where we were, where we are, and look how well altcoins are doing. Imagine if it brings in a lower low, altcoins would really start moving. And so let's now flip it to the weekly, and to get a more detailed sense. And I drew general rec like support regions, in this case for dominance, and these are resistances. If you hold a majority in altcoins, which I assume most of you do, um, these are the levels that we would like to see break. Okay, the first level, we are at it. We went through it. We came back up. We're sitting right above it, and this is the first test level. Um, Considering that uh, Bitcoin really just kind of sliced through these without any hesitation, don't be surprised if it does the same. But also expect that it will be a long grind, head down, a long grind down. Both scenarios can happen. Um, I understand the first theory makes more sense due to the explosiveness of altcoins in general. They don't trend slowly. When altcoin season happens, it hits you like a train. And no better example than Ethereum. Here it is, the second largest cryptocurrency on the market. You would say that its market cap and price and volume would make you think that volatility is lower. But I mean, it in just a few short weeks, it is boomed 54%. Uh, it's quite it's quite amazing, I must say. But going back to the dominance, these are the levels that we'd want to see. I want to see consecutive weeks. Okay, consecutive weeks of a downtrend. Right now, we're in our first. Well, you could say we're kind of in our second week. The week of December 28th, we saw this shot up, wick up, and come back down to roughly the same percent. And then we saw the following week a downtrend. So the downtrend for Bitcoin dominance started, a week and a half ago, roughly. But I want to see consecutive weekly red candles. We're in our first one. A second one is definitely on the cards. Question is we're going to see a third? Are we going to see moves like this? or are we just going to see a move like this? Um, because I remember I was talking about it when these two weekly candles happened. I said, "This is it, you guys. This is the momentum for altcoins to bring in a lower low." It did not happen. So here we are, uh, a second time around in this year, or well, last year, I guess it's 2021. Here we are a second time. Are we going to break it? And when you consider where Bitcoin is right now, it is well above the 20-week moving average. It is well above the prior all-time high, I think. And Bitcoin's bleeding a bit. It's been bleeding for the past couple days, actually. Um, we were down 3% yesterday. We're currently down 1.5% today. Um, Time will tell if Bitcoin continues to bleed like this, like percentage, just small percentages every day, then I'm confident that all coins will do well. And I'm actually suspecting that liquidity from Bitcoin is pouring into altcoins, and that's what's happening. Um, and that's what I would suspect, and it would actually make sense. However, so this is what we would like to see, you guys. This is what we would like to see. Moving on. Let's look at Total 2. Total 2. I talked at length about Total 2. I talked about how it started with why altcoins are undervalued. I looked at certain altcoins. I compared them to the last time Bitcoin was at around $20,000. I believe Bitcoin was actually at $18,000. Hard to believe an $18,000 Bitcoin now, let alone a $20,000 Bitcoin, considering where we are. But I compared altcoin prices to when Bitcoin was last time at $20,000, and every single altcoin was undervalued against the US dollar. So I made that statement, and I continue to look at it because we still are undervalued. Bitcoin's way past the all-time high, and we're not even at the prior all-time high for altcoins in terms of market cap. We're roughly about 75% away from the prior all-time high. Last week was about 100%. We gained about 20-21% right now for this month. So we'll definitely see. We know that Q1 is good for altcoins. This is gonna help propel us closer to that prior all-time high. And I think in the end, this Q1, I would argue, this is going to be a good opportunity for everyone, including myself, to see how well your altcoin positions do. What do I mean by that? Well, when we look at, say, CoinGecko, and we look at all the coins that we have, that we own, whether it's Litecoin, Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash, Binance Coin, Monero, Celsius, Tron, etc. Like, name any coin in your portfolio. Now is a time to see how well they do. If we are going into an alt season, then altcoins are going to do generally well. But certain altcoins are going to outperform other altcoins. And this is what I mean. How good is your altcoin? And if it's lagging, okay, if it's lagging against altcoins like Ethereum, especially Ethereum, um, or any of the or any of the well performing altcoins in the top 10. So Chainlink, not recently, but overall Chainlink, Cardano right now, Polkadot is doing phenomenal right now, but it's hard to compare because it's such a new coin. Um, Ethereum. I think Ethereum's a good index for that. If your altcoin is failing to outpace Ethereum, why are you holding it? And this is it. Why are you holding it? Is it because of the tech? Is it because you think it's going to do well? Well, if it's not doing well in conditions like these, where Bitcoin is moving sideways, bleeding, if it's above the 20-week moving average, you know altcoins are going to do well. You know that we're in Q1. Why are and it's not performing as well as the others? um, you got to ask yourself, why are you holding it? Is it worth the risk when you can have that money into another altcoin that is doing well? And that's not to blast any altcoin. You know, if you hold Bitcoin Cash, I made a video of how I'm not a fan of Bitcoin Cash, but I mean, it's at $400. It's not doing Bitcoin well, but it's doing well. But then you got to ask yourself, why are you holding it? And I think this is going to be a good opportunity. We're still early. I think we're still early in the market. If you still think you're early in the market, it might be an opportune time to adjust your portfolio based on the upcoming market cycle. It might be a good option to do that. Um, Again, this is not financial advice, but uh, being emotionally attached to a project is one thing, right? But if it's taking up a good chunk of your portfolio, then that's just not good money management. And those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. And I can't answer those questions for you. I can show you what price I talk about certain coins and how well they're doing, but it's going to be up to you to cut ties, readjust, you know, um, that kind of stuff. Anyway, uh, that's all for today, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye.